of catching up.
Mm-hmm. I understand.
You can do that when you're driving at 50 hertz. Then you press the emergency button and you release it again. It catches up. It's okay. But when you're doing it at 1 hertz,
No.
we have some difficulties of catching up.
Yeah.
And I don't think that this is a problem, because no matter what is going on, you have the ABS will take place at this frequencies that you're describing. So it's better for us. I mean, you don't want to catch up in a way. You want to be declutched.
Yes.
And when you're properly again to come in. Because the main thing is to imitate the declutching.
Yes.
While
you can,
doing.
well, you can do that with this. You can do it with this.
So maybe it will work.
It will work, but with the example I gave you for the generator mode with the motor, the scooter testing, we found out that within the model, because you're with 1 hertz, you're very low on speed. Everything is low, and then we are just impressing current.
Yeah, because you don't have a resolution. In a way.
I don't have any. Correct, and I'm just injecting current. That's it, and then. Above that minimum frequency, we know it catches up. Below that minimum frequency of 5 hertz, we are not able to catch it up as we want to catch it up.
Yeah. Alright. Is it also because there are two, one direction and the other direction, or is
No, it's redundancy.
All right. You have okay.
You have some digital. You have these digital. You have this. No, this is your
the analog input.
Analog input. You also need an input, a switch of clockwise and anti-clockwise.
Yes.
I don't see it here.
We don't have it actually.
You don't have it.
So by default, I think it was going clockwise. Because this is another main digital input for us for the reverse.
Yes. I don't think so.
No, you
is it in the gearbox? Then is it already changed?
Okay. So yeah, if we change in the gearbox, we shouldn't change it here either, because it will not change anything.
You need a digital input, 2 digital inputs for clockwise, anti-clockwise, for example. I don't know if your car is going in reverse, but
it will go through the gearbox. So for us, it's only clockwise, always.
Only clockwise. You need to program a digital input, start clockwise.
All right.
And you need a digital input for your speed or torque mode.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes. You already...
Yeah, I showed you the...
Oh, is that an digital input or is it a parameter?
It's a parameter.
Yes, you show a parameter, but you can also...
But you can change it with a switch.
Yeah, you can change it with your switch. Or you can change it with your bus.
Perfect. Yes.
What you like. Okay, now, we don't... usually we do, within the car, we do not have this. We just connect the DC bus. This is the plus, this is the minus.
Of the big battery bank thing?
Yes. You connect this through here. And do not connect the RB1 and the RB2, because that's for a brake resistor.
Yeah.
And we don't have any brake resistors.
We have the batteries.
You have the batteries. If the current is discussing the current regarding a generative mode to the batteries, it is possible to connect a small resistor. But
For the thermal dissipation.
no.
What is the reason when you want to, when you cannot brake, you use a mechanical brake?
Oh, you use. Oh, of course, you use the mechanical brake. Of course, there's also a mechanical brake on the gear. Okay.
Plus, by default, the regenerative braking is, I think, maximum 40 or 30% of the energy that you give, you take back. So it's never going to be.
Oh, it's not
too much.
That's not much.
Is it more than that? Or?
No, that's okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's okay. That's okay. Yeah. Well, this is the
Heatsink?
heatsink, yes, with a ventilator. It's possible. Yeah. Well.
Any mounting suggestions? Like
Mounting suggestions. There was slot delivered with it.
Yes, with anti-vibration.
Anti-vibration package.
Yeah.
You can slide them into here. You can mount them. It depends what space you have. You can also mount it like this. You can mount it like this.
Yeah.
Whatever you like, you can also mount it like this. Regarding the EMC, use, well, this is a good example we delivered, but use a shielded cable.
Yes.
Make sure you
Especially for the
use also when your signals a shielded cable, but shield it on one side, not on both sides. Shield that one on one side for your I/O, your control cables. Motor cable you should shield on both sides, connected through the shield plates, but on control signals only shielded
on the VFD side, not the microcontroller side.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Only one
Just
side.
only one side.
Why is that?
Earth
Loops.
Loops. That's
Oh, okay.
It loops. You can do it, but you need a potential.
differential.
Hoe noem je zo'n ding ook alweer? Equipotentiaallijn. Equipotential.
An equipotential voltage.
Yes.
Connection thing.
Connection thing you need then. So that's those are the main basic features. In our manuals, you have them, or some illustrations how to connect motor cables, EMC, etc.
Yeah. We've gone through them.
Yeah. Okay.
One question: when the engine, the motor is turning very slow, is the frequency controller, and you are braking, is the frequency controller boost up the voltage that the battery, the current is going to the batteries? Because the back AMF is about 100 volts, the batteries is 600 volts, and the frequency controller boosts up the voltage for the brake current. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You want to brake,
But the back AMF is not 600 volts.
No.
The back AMF is a few hundred volts. When the speed is going down, also the back AMF is going down.
Yes.
And the frequency controller is to.
We are just. Let me see. The energy run is. When you're at low speeds, correct. I have a voltage reserve of the DC, so it's not certain if it's generating energy to the batteries. With that low, you have that inertia at a very low speed. So you have lesser energy when you're driving at 90 kilometers an hour. You have lesser energy because you know the energy is the inertia of the system with the speed.
I know what you mean, but the rotation speed is
nearly zero.
No, not nearly. The rotation when you drive 9 kilometers an hour. You need 600 volt batteries because your back AMF is 500. The difference is, and the resistor is the current for the force. And now you change the gas pedal because you want to go slow down. Then you have a back AMF from 500 volts. Your battery pack is 600 volts. Who is making 600 volts because you want to? Normally, when you have a brake resistance with 1 voltage, there is a current flow. So, is the frequency controller to boost up the 500 volts back AMF to 600 volts because you need more than 600 volts to put current in the batteries?
Yes.
Is that already inside?
That's a fine question you are telling me.
Otherwise we can never regenerate braking.
Yeah, you can regenerate braking. It is. In this application I never had that
regeneration.
Because I'm using with the mopeds I used 400 volts energy supply. I think I have to ask Ruud about it.
Okay.
But it is the voltage is you need let's say you need to get rid of that energy.
Mm-hmm.
That is, so the inverter will increase theoretically.
Theoretically, since you're doing the PWM in a bi-directional way,
Yeah.
at the same time it acts as a back boost, so
It
you're able
increases
to.
the voltage theoretically, but I'm not.
Because if it doesn't feed it back to the source, where will the
What?
energy go? So
You-
it will see that.
Normally in a resistance you can do that.
No.
When you have a
It
resistance.
will boost up because we don't have in these configurations, we do not have a motor chopper function. In asynchronic motors, we can chop also the energy when it's having too much inside the motor. We can't do that with permanent, so it has to increases some voltage.
So let me know.
I will call.
yes.
No, I can call him.
Yeah.
He knows. Well, that's an interesting issue. Regarding the drive, is it for software programming? You have the software program. You have it already.
The software
V
and
plus for the drive. V
yeah.
plus.
This one.
Yeah, this
Yes.
one. Yes. When you download the software, you
already did.
You already did. Okay.
But we didn't.
We haven't connected it yet.
Oh, not yet.
Not yet.
I thought.
I wasn't doing anything with it
Okay.
until now.
Okay.
Well,
Then
if you install V Plus, you get also some FTPI drivers. A question, just install it. So it has the driver for this also already on your laptop. So connect it the way I do. You don't have to configure any ports or whatever.
It will just recognize it.
It recognizes it and you get V Plus, and then you get your inverter manager, and then it searches for contact, and then it pops up with V Plus, and then you see the parameter overview.
All right.
We did with the manuals. You find also the V Plus description.
All right.
Yeah. So basically, this is about connection to the motor and the drive. The gas throttle you do by the control board.
I guess a lot of small deal questions will arise. So can we, in a way, establish like an email question once a week?
But shall we collect the questions? Otherwise,
Yes.
interrupt. We collected the questions
Yes.
and then we.
Saying we want to do
Yes.
this, and that.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
I will call Ruud for this
Yes.
matter because